Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a tag video. This is the 5 underrated Disney movies. This tag was created by me, waltsclassics, as well as thatonecoupletv. So we wanted to just treat this as a tag video where we just tag each other. So we're not putting our videos out all at the same time, but we all wanted to let each other know that we should do this video and tag each other as well as other people. So let's just go ahead and get started. This is the first time that I've actually written things down and kind of be a little bit more organized, because I'm normally not like that with my videos. I'm kind of just let it out. Make sure to not forget to check in the description box to see if you're tagged, and if you're not, do it anyways, because I want to see everybody's responses to this. I want to look at your guys' videos. So if you do this tag, just leave it down in the comments below, send me the link, and I will go to your video and watch it. By the way, I'm wearing a Disney shirt because that's just Disney addicts, that's just a way of life. So the first movie I want to talk about that is underrated is Meet the Robinsons. Meet the Robinsons is a newer Disney movie that came out. I want to say it came out in 2006 or 7. I love this movie because the story behind it and the concept is completely new, and Disney hasn't really done something like this, and I really enjoyed it because of the ending. Everything connects together and it has a good message to it, and I don't hear people talking about it as much. You know, I want to point something out. I really feel that when people name Disney movies, a lot of times they just think straight up princess. They forget about the other movies that don't have to do with princess, and then when they don't have to do with princess, they're thinking movies like The Jungle Book or The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I'm not saying that I don't like those movies. Trust me, I love those movies, but I just feel like we forget about the other ones that are just as good, but nobody really talks about, and I'm not exactly sure why. But Meet the Robinson is definitely good. Meet the Robinson was the reason that I got introduced to the Jonas Brothers around that era, because they did a Kids of the Future cover to the song, and it was on the Meet the Robinson soundtrack, and I had a big obsession to the Jonas Brothers, so shout out to Meet the Robinsons for giving me my obsession with the Jonas Brothers, even though they're not together anymore. Meet the Robinsons came out, I believe, before WALL-E. I don't want to be wrong, but I feel like it came before WALL-E, and they both have to do with future things and just around that theme that have to deal with that. So I don't know, I just think it's a really good movie. There isn't much to say because I don't want to spoil it, but it's just really good. The message is what gets me the most, because I don't know, I just love it. And at the end of the movie, this doesn't spoil anything, at the end of the movie they put up a quote that is literally my favorite quote ever. Around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. I really like that quote because you tend to think a lot about the past instead of moving forward, and you have to keep moving forward because what's done is done. Make sure that you just learn from those mistakes and just keep moving forward. So I just thought that this movie had a very powerful message, and I just think that everybody should watch it because of that. A lot of times, you know, it's good to watch those Disney movies that are cute and happily ever after and smiley, but when you get those Disney movies that actually you can relate to those quotes and make it real life, I think that's what's really nice about that. So, you know, at the same time, it's still a cute, good movie, but it has a really good message behind it. So if you haven't watched that movie, you are missing out. You need to watch it because it is really good. The second movie I have on my underrated list is Oliver and Company. I freaking love this movie. This movie, I feel, is so underappreciated. It's not even fair. When I tell some people, have you seen Oliver and Company? You know what the sad part is? Some people are like, which one's that? I'm like, what is wrong with you? Oh my god. Recently for Valentine's Day, my boyfriend got me it on DVD. I guess they had it at Target, and I had seen it at Target, and that's where he got the idea. I was like, oh my god, I need to get this because I don't have it. And you know, a lot of times when they come out with movies, they put them back in the vault, the Disney vault, so you have to wait till they get re-released, if they get re-released, which normally they do, but you have to wait for it to come out. And I was like, I need to get my hands on this because I'm afraid that it's gonna go away, and you know, I don't have that one. So but I ended up not getting it. I waited because I think I didn't have enough money at the time. It wasn't expensive, but I didn't have any cash on me. So I waited a couple days, and it was Valentine's Day, and then I got it as a gift. So shout out to my boyfriend for getting me Oliver and Company. But that movie is just great. I think the reason why some people it may not be at the top if they don't talk about it is because it's musical based. There's a lot of songs that kind of go into it. But that's what I love about it. Everything about it is just This one doesn't necessarily have a message behind it, but it's just so cute, and it's just like sad at times, but then it's like gets you right back to like the happiness. And I love the personalities of every character in there. Like Dodger is the main dog, and he's the one that finds Oliver, and they just become really good buddies. And he like has like that like personality that's like confident and like working, like he's like the leader, you know. And then you have Tito, and Tito is the little chihuahua that tries to have all that confidence, and like he's strong, but you know he's only like a little small chihuahua, and like it's just so cute. The third movie that I have on my list is Emperor's New Groove. Why don't people talk about this movie? This movie is so hilarious. I watched it the other day, and there's a lot of things that I didn't laugh at when I was little that now I'm laughing, or I did laugh but I didn't understand why I laughed. It's just full circle. I remember when this movie was coming out, and I was so freaking excited. Like, I don't even know what attracted me about it, because if you think about it, what attracts you about a emperor that turns into a llama? Like what I mean, I guess when you're a kid that kind of interests you, because you're like, oh my god, how did he turn into a llama? But I just love it. That one is just one that I'm surprised that it's underrated. I think that more people would be talking about it. Anyways, Emperor's New Groove is amazing. Enough said. Haven't seen it, you need to. It's hilarious. So freaking funny. The fourth underrated movie in my list is Lilo and Stitch. Another funny movie. I love this. I feel like there's so many scenes in my head that I can just remember right now that is just swirling like crazy. Like when Lilo beats the crap out of that little girl. It's great. And she's like laying on the floor, I think, and they're listening to Elvis, and she's like, leave me alone to die, or something. It is just like, oh man, like, I feel you. I feel you, Lilo. You know what? I kind of want to be here for Halloween. That would be like a really cute costume. So, haven't seen Lilo and Stitch. You need to, because it's a sad movie, but I love also the message behind it with the whole, you know, Ohana means family, and family means you never get left behind. It's just, Disney movies, man, they fill the heart, and it's just freaking beautiful. The fifth and last underrated movie for me is Ratatouille. Every time I watch that movie, it makes me so freaking hungry. Like, I just want to just reach in my screen and grab the food that's on the screen and just eat it, because it just looks so good and makes me want to go visit over there. And it's so beautiful. I love that it was also very different, kind of like Meet the Robinsons. It had a very different concept with cooking and chefs and, like, you know, that whole thing. And then they added mouse in it, which I thought was really cool, that like he knows how to cook and stuff. So I don't know, I think that it was very creative, it was very out there. I think that a lot of people didn't really know how to respond to it. Maybe that's why some people don't like it, but I really like it. I think that it was cute, and I love the direction that they chose with, you know, showing maybe a cooking side, because I felt like they hadn't done something like that. And I bet you it's hard for them to think of movies that people would be interested in watching that they haven't already thought of, you know, because they've made so many great movies that I know it could be like hard to think of new ideas. But that one's just, I don't know why people don't like it as much. It used to come on Disney Channel a lot, and I haven't seen it come back on in a while. So Disney Channel, if you're watching this, you need to put Ratatouille back on the television, because I want to watch it. That is pretty much it. I feel like I didn't really give very good explanations as to why I like these movies. It's hard because for those of you that haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, even though I know millions of you have watched them, and if you haven't, what are you doing with your life? I had some other ones I thought could be underrated, but at the same time not underrated, so I'm just going to say them. I'm not going to explain any reason why, but the other three that I had was Hercules, 101 Dalmatians, the animated version, and a Goofy movie. So if you haven't seen those, you definitely should check those out. I don't want to make this video longer than it should be, but I felt like those ones were
like kind of in the crust, or in the middle, should I say? Not crust, crust is on the outside. Girl, in the middle. Not the middle, what am I talking about? In the borderline of being underrated, or like they're not underrated, they're just like, yeah, people talk about them, so there's nothing wrong with them. So I thought that I would add those on there in case some people would consider them underrated, but at the same time, other people would consider them, no, they're not underrated. You know, a lot of people talk about them. So I thought I would just mention those three for you guys.
So that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching. I love all you guys. XOXO. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!